Brett Okamoto, UFC 308 in Abu Dhabi here with Khamzat Chimaev, who returns for the first time in a year, and that's the last time I saw you, was here in Abu Dhabi after you just fought Kamaru Usman. And I feel like a lot has changed since then. Like there's a lot to talk about. Is that how you feel? You feel like your life has changed quite a bit since then?
Always many things change, life is going. So a lot of things changing, a lot of things in training, so different way and different mindset.
What are the biggest things that needed to change after last year?
More focus on training and recovery. That's it. So not in the city, not trainings in the city is hard. So when you become that famous, it's hard to train in that normal gym.
And you're talking about Dubai.
Dubai now, I usually live here, but training camp was in Russia in the mountains, and there is Olympic Centrum, like I talked about before, and there's no people, it's just you and your partners, and focus, eat, sleep, repeat.
Mm-hmm. You were in Dubai when you were training for this fight the first time.
Yeah, we was here.
What was going wrong? Like, why did you decide that you needed to leave there and do something else?
Because here it was in the summer, it's so hot. Usually I'm been in Sweden 10, 11 years, and there it's not that hot. So now comes here, and usually recovery was good back in Sweden, but here after the training you can't go outside. So outside is so hot, and you're sitting under AC, and I train so much, and my immunity go down. So you sit under AC, as you get sick all the time. Was hard, but we went to the better place for just Olympic athletes. So the best place for the sport athletes.
You mentioned you got famous. Like, what was some of the problems that came with that?
Some crazy people sometimes. When I was living in Sweden, so you can't hide your address, so everyone can know wherever you live, so some crazy people knock your door as well, but so some crazy people you meet in the streets, and they come talk about anything. Like a lot of people wants to do some business, a lot of things, a lot of different. Everyone talks in your ear, and it's hard. Focus for training, So now we was on that place, closed, shut down everything, just training. Nobody was close to me, only my friends, my family, and training partners.
Do you feel like you can live normal, like in a city again, if you want to, or is that just not an option for you anymore?
Yeah, but when you're not fighting, I like to be in Stockholm, I like to be in Grozny, Moscow, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. I like a lot of places, London, and wants to be in the city. I'll go around, work around with my friends, and have a nice time,
Mm-hmm. Back in June, when you started to get sick, like, I'm sure you're being asked about it a lot, and I'm sure you don't want me to sit here and talk about being sick the whole time, but do you even know, like, what happened? Like, I know you've said that, like, you were working hard, and other guys were eating the exact same food as you, but you were the only one that got sick. Like, why? Why are you getting sick? Did you ever actually get diagnosed with anything?
I don't remember what doctor said. He said you can't train anymore. What I said? Some infection. I don't remember. But because my immunity went down, like all sickness you take in the body, so whatever passed close to you, you take it, so. And he said just rest, go home, don't do anything, 1 month, be recovering and doing, just take some supplements and stuff. I listened to him, and it works.
How much have the people around you changed from what it was like at the beginning of this year?
Nobody's changed. Just I have new guys around me. Just that. So I don't live in Sweden. My coach Andreas, he lives there, and we can train together now. But he has our own guys, and he has a lot of UFC guys, new guys, and he always gonna be my coach. So, but I work with different guys right now. So different team, but still gonna be my coach in all my life.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting that, like, you trained in this facility with where all this wrestling is. You added a legendary wrestling coach from Russia. When you know, so many people would already say that you're already the best wrestler in the division. Was wrestling a focus of this, or was it just happened to be like that's kind of where your resources were? Like, what are you working on the most, would you say?
We was working on anything, you know. So I had one guy, and Eldar, his name. He has a lot of good boxing guys. One guy become a Russian champ now. He's a student, and he's been coaching like many years in Russian national team. He's my boxing coach. I work with him now, and Salim. He's been in Russian on that place wrestling. Everyone knows him. You know, he has all his wrestling guys been always great shapes. The conditioner was we work hard with him as well for conditional, for the wrestling muscles. You know, so should be different Khamzat now.
You had those two fights that come to mind against Kamaru and against Gilbert. How do you feel about like how do you feel about like the way you felt at the end of those 3 rounds fighting another 2 rounds? Like if it's that type of fight, can you sustain a pace like that for 5 rounds?
Of course. Till they say they stop the fight, I'm in. So I'm not the guy who is just saving my, you know, that people say it's like, oh, he gets out, he does that. I always try to finish my opponents. I don't try to, like a lot of guys does, like Leon Edwards, like Bilal Muhammad, like a lot of UFC guys does just save themselves to go 5 rounds decision. I'm always like believing myself I can finish anyone, so that's why I'm going all in. So that's why you get tired. My opponents get tired as well. If he didn't get tired, why she didn't beat me? You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you almost kind of want this fight to? Would you welcome that just to kind of see what it's like to kind of maybe prove some people? Because I do think a lot of people think that like, hey, if this goes to 4 and 5, Khamzat's going to be in trouble with Robert Whittaker. So you almost kind of want that to happen so you could show him differently.
What? Cause Robert not gonna do anything. I just gonna do push-ups there to get tired. So of course he gonna be tired as well, man. So I don't care what people say, but I do my work, my job, and 13-0 is me, not Rob.
One of the last things I have for you is in just a very, very quick video that came out, you said that you were depressed a little bit. Can you clarify that? Because you said it real fast. Like, what did you mean when you said that?
I mean with that, because you know it's hard to move from one country to different country, move your stuff and change your bank account, a lot of different things, and still you have to train and change the team, coaches, to work with different coaches, a lot of shit around this, you know. So, and I had my family, move family to different country and find new doctors and a lot of things, you know. So I'm human too. You have to do a lot of things, a lot of papers, and you still have to be in the gym twice a day, you know. So that was too much. But now it's everything is I'm live here and everything is done. So thanks God, everything is fine. We're ready.
So after this fight, will you go back to Russia, or like have you kind of?
No, I going to back to Sweden. My son has one surgery, has second one, but everything is good, thanks God. But one more after the fight. So after that, my son will be healthy. So yeah, that's it.
How old is your son?
1.5.
Yeah, you're only one.
Yeah, only one.
How's that been?
Huh?
How's it been being a dad? Have you?
It's difficult. So I don't know. So it's fun. Yeah.
What kind of surgery is he getting?
He has one kidney, some problem. I don't know what that calls in English. You know, so yeah, but they say usually a lot of kids has it. You know, so thanks God he's healthy. He's speaking. You know, so he's going running. He's happy.
It's not a distraction. It's not bothering you that you're here doing this and he's there.
Yeah, of course, bothering you. Operation surgery is hard when somebody from your family, bigger one, than my brother, my sister, anyone gets. It's hard. You're thinking about that, but when you're a kid, it's different. You feel about it. You think about it, you know. So For me, most important, my family, not the fighting game. So this one, of course, I think about that more.
Yeah. Well, the only thing, last question for you is, if you could go back to like 4 years ago, when you came here and you fought twice in 10 days and you like burst onto the scene, what is like the biggest thing that you would change over the last 4 years? Like, is there something that you would do differently? What is like the biggest thing you do different over the last 4 years if you could go back?
Maybe I'm just become a more calm down now. So don't do the things like just straight away. Just think about before. So before did a lot of mistakes just because I'm thinking about maybe it's good, just jump in and it was wrong, you know. So now we're thinking about before, and as a team around me, we think together. So everything is going good now.
Yeah, it seems like it, man. And it's very, very good to see you here and fixed some of the things that you wanted to fix. And I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for you to have a kid. I didn't know that. So congratulations on that, and good luck, man. We're looking forward to your return.
Thank you.